Alrighty, welcome to the whole damn enchilada podcast, the wrestling edition. This is going to be a little different than usual. It's just me and Jess here tonight.
What's up,
Got the
brother?
other guy doing production, whatever it's called. And yeah, here we are. What's up, Jess? How are you?
I'm good. We just had a great week of wrestling. We had Friday Night SmackDown. We got 2 nights of WrestleMania, then the Raw into Mania, so 4 days full.
4 days. So I guess let's just start there. Not overall thoughts. Let's just go match by match. We'll do night one first. Rhea versus Becky. What'd you think? Star rating and then your thoughts.
Um, I'll do thoughts first.
Okay,
Um,
yeah, fair.
I think that it had a lot to live up to because you had Rhea and Charlotte the year before, which was probably the best women's match of all time. Um, I mean, they did it all. Becky came out there with strep throat. They said, which I kind of wish they didn't keep saying that over and over. But she put on a show. They put on one hell of a show, especially to open up the night one, the whole WrestleMania. I gave it 4 stars.
Yeah, I also gave it four. Yeah, 4 stars. I thought I gave it 4.5 for a second, but no, I gave it four. I think the build up for it kind of lacked a little bit. We've been waiting for this match for a decent amount of time, and then unfortunately, you do have to compare it to the Charlotte match from last year,
Yep.
and it just didn't live up to it. 4 stars still, because I know benefit of the doubt they could have did better if one didn't have strep. And Rhea actually had a panic attack before she went out not last night, but for that match is the rumor. So she had a really bad panic attack and then strep throat from Becky. I'm sure that hurt the match a little bit, but still 4 stars.
Also, I think she had the best entrance of the whole weekend. Rhea Ripley did. I didn't think there was many good ones. To be fair,
Yeah,
I think it was a down year for entrances, but I think Rhea Ripley's was good.
I almost immediately forgot what her entrance was when you brought it up. I was trying to
Oh,
remember. It
motion.
was the guy that looked just like her. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it was a cool entrance. Terms of entrances, I think Cody's night two entrance was definitely the best, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
We got a comment here. No illegal stream. Hulu ain't working. All right, no AEW stream. That's
no,
fine.
no non-illegal stream. No,
No
totally legal.
non AEW stream. All right, let's move on to the ladder match, tag team ladder match. Go ahead, thoughts first.
Motionless in white. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Lead singer Chris Motionless. I believe his first name's Chris.
Yeah, I
Um,
think they said that.
um, ladder match was pretty good. I love. I'm gonna start with the finish, I guess. I love the finish. I love that they didn't make R-Truth look like really dumb, like kind of, and gave him his moment to
Right.
be the last one to grab the title, to be at the top. It was kind of a callback. Was it a Rumble match when he brought the ladder out?
When he brought the ladder in, yeah, it was a Rumble
Yeah,
match.
and there was no titles for him, so it kind of felt like a little callback there. I love A-Town Down Under winning the belts. They definitely deserved it because it kind of felt like Austin Theory's kind of getting stuck out of nowhere since his last title run. He's been doing like not too much. But I loved R-Truth winning in the Miz. They deserve it. I gave it 3.5 stars.
I only gave it 2.5.
All right.
I feel like we've seen way too many ladder matches recently. They got to go away for a little bit. Just get rid of them. I feel like every 3 months we have a ladder match. It's the spots are pretty much all the same. I did like that the heels got the tag belts in the middle. Felt like that was the perfect spot. That way, when R-Truth did eventually win, it didn't feel like you said stupid that he didn't go for the other belt at the same time. So I did like the booking of it. I just thought overall it was just too much people and not enough uniqueness.
I think it was just one of those trying to shove everybody on the card type thing.
For sure.
Like there's a nice few spots like they won the first set of belts and then they immediately get put through a ladder. And then New Catch Republic.
A ladder that they set up at the beginning of the match for a ladder bridge. That's what I'm saying. Like they just do the thing so obvious. Like we're put these two tables up an hour before the spot. We're gonna set this ladder bridge up an hour before the spot. It's just unnecessary, I think.
Yeah, but then the New Catch Republic, they had a nice spot. They both did a salt off the top into everybody else.
Right.
I think they meshed well together, but once again, they were just trying to show people.
Another spot where you could clearly see it coming. You got 10
Yeah,
guys on each side gathering up, waiting for it. They're not fighting each other. They're just standing there waiting for these guys.
it's gonna happen.
Total
Sometimes.
AEW
It's gonna
thing.
happen.
All right, we'll move on then. The Rey and Andrade versus Dom and Santos match. What'd you give it? Or what's your thoughts and then your ranking?
It was pretty good. I'm glad that like the other guys didn't, the rest of the LWO and everyone didn't like take up too much of the spotlight of the main match itself. I love that Dom could just fall right into place because he's got the storyline with his dad forever. But then again, this is what didn't feel like a Mania match to me. It didn't really. Andrade did look good though. I gave it 2.5. I wasn't too impressed.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that going in that it didn't feel like a Mania match, and I
Yeah.
don't really see how it doesn't. I mean, maybe you can elaborate on why you think it's not, but I just don't see how it's not. It's Rey and Dominic still, and then Andrade with his big return match.
Right, but for me at least, anyways. Like it felt like the Rey and Dom thing was over to me. Like, and
It's
then
never over, like you said. It's gonna go forever.
Yeah, yes, it'll go forever. But like it just felt like it was just thrown there just because of that.
Quick fact: Rey is undefeated in sponsored matches. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Was it 2-0, 3-0?
No, like 8-0. He's had a
Oh my God.
ton of sponsored matches. I don't remember the exact number, but it's a lot. And he's
I know
undefeated.
he was in a serial sponsorship match. Was it
Yeah.
at Rumble maybe?
That was against Dom, the first WrestleMania.
Okay, all right.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch match.
Well, he's a high flyer, man. But
Yeah.
people are gonna make videos out of it, or out of the things he does. So the sponsors get extra views out of that.
Oh, I get it. I thought it was funny that he's undefeated in sponsored matches.
Maybe it's a thing.
Next, the match I was least looking forward to.
What did you rate?
Oh, sorry. I didn't. I thought I said that. I gave it 3 stars. I thought it was a lot of fun. I liked it a lot. Yeah, that's why when people were saying it wasn't a WrestleMania match, like going in, I was excited for it because I thought it was going to be good. Andrade was hitting some stiff shots on Dom, and then Dom with that one chop that left his hand mark on him for like the whole match.
That was there the whole match. That was deep.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Good stuff. I like physical matches though. A lot of people like their entertainment, but I like wrestling.
What about I really thought, I feel like the world thought Carlito was gonna
turn then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean there was a lot of speculation and whatnot, but I don't know. They're probably saving it. I don't care. I don't care about Carlito at all. I know
you did say that,
you're a big Carlito guy. A lot of people are.
I just Carlito, man.
Could care less. He's like 50 and he's never done anything for me really besides that Cena feud way back in the day.
I mean,
when he got him stabbed.
Aren't half these guys 50?
Yeah, but some of them are better at being 50.
All right. Okay. All right.
But moving on to, like I said, my least favorite match of the 2 nights. The Usos.
It was the worst match of both days. It was the worst match. I gave it 2 stars. Okay. I thought the build up for most people, Carlito's 45.
Okay.
Push it.
Oh, was there a comment? I didn't see it.
I mean, Carlito can still move, man. He can still move. Whatever. Anyways, I gave it 2 stars. The problem is, they're the same guy. They had an AEW type match. It was super kick. It was, oh my God. It was, I feel like 2 stars was probably generous. I think when they came out for the main event, night 2, their spot on the ramp was better than the entire match they had.
Because there was intensity. There was feeling there. Like, you didn't get any, I didn't think that they hated each other at all.
Right.
I didn't get they had no feelings toward each other in that match. I think comment here, the brothers looked like they were afraid to hit. They were, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It looked like soft.
Which is crazy to me, because if I'm fighting my brother, if like I'm fighting you, let's say me and you are at WrestleMania,
I'm going harder. Yeah.
Because like
anytime,
if I break your arm or whatever the case may
Right.
be, I feel less bad, and you would 100% get that 1 star probably. I
One
think I give
star,
it two
yeah.
stars because of the brother, like because they're brothers. I mean, I don't know. The best part of the match was probably Jimmy was begging him to stop. He goes to shake his hand, but you seen it coming. You obviously knew it was coming, and that's the sad part that was the best part of the match.
I think that was my least favorite part of the match.
Okay.
They seem to be going for like that cinematic like Roman Reigns style at that point where they were like telling the story verbally and slowing everything down, and it's a pace that they can't work. I gave it 2.5 stars at the
That's a
time of
lot.
rating, right? But now that we're talking about it and rethinking it and all, probably 1 star. I don't know. The 2.5 stars I think was because I do like both guys.
Yeah, of
I
course.
don't like. I don't think they're world champion material. I don't think they're singles guys. But
Well, you brought up
we'll
they
get to
were
that
trying to
point
do
later, probably.
they were trying to do the Roman Reigns cinematic thing, and it's like
Yeah.
they think they're that guy, but they're not. They're just
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
he's head and shoulders times 5, full body above these guys.
Agreed. Completely agree. That they'll never be that either. Jay
No,
can get
no,
this over as much as he wants, but
it doesn't matter.
it's
Yeah.
not working.
Um, I mean, this is kind of in the future a little bit, but Jay just won a fatal 4-way, and he's already getting another title shot.
And like you've seen how bad of a match that was, and you're still going to go with that?
Yeah, like it holds no substance for me.
Yeah, literally none. Um. All right, moving on to the women's 3-on-3. Damage Control versus Jade Cargill,
Yeah, no,
Bianca, and Naomi.
you go ahead and start this one. This is your favorite match. You know, this is
Oh,
your match. No, it's
it
your
wasn't
match.
my
It's your match.
favorite.
It's your match. Go for
I did love it. I thought it was a lot of fun.
it.
I gave it 3 stars. I thought it was a perfect
Okay.
way to show Jade. Bianca kept her undefeated streak. I thought Bianca was going to turn, but it doesn't really make sense for her to turn here anyway, so I'm glad they didn't. But it did seem like she was going to turn here, like in the build-up.
Yep.
Naomi was really good. Damage Control, obviously, were controlling the match, and then the babyface comeback, everything. Everybody did exactly what they were supposed to do. I didn't see a lot of crazy botches, like some people might say that happens with these kinds of matches.
These kinds of matches, as in women.
As in women's matches,
Okay.
yeah. But like, I didn't see many of those. Maybe I didn't pay enough attention, but I thought it was a lot of fun.
First off, I want to start with I love Jade Cargill's entrance all the time.
So good.
It's great. It's amazing. I love that Naomi, like, as she was probably like the least piece out of all this, at least to me, anyways. But like, she did her job in displaying how strong Damage Control is.
For sure.
Taking the blows, taking everything, and then I loved how they set up Jade for her. It might have been 2.5 minutes. That might be pushing it. Spot to just look dominant, just pure dominant.
Well, you couldn't have her take any offense really, and
no, yeah. But she's gonna be a star, and she looked great. I also gave it 3 stars.
Nice. I think that's just about where it should be. It was nothing spectacular, but everybody did their job, and that's what matters to me.
Yep, agree.
Next up, Sami Zayn versus Gunther.
Oh my God, this is so. Before WrestleMania, I thought this was gonna steal the entire weekend.
Mm-hmm.
However, that pre-package beforehand, it made me feel like Sami had already won the match. I know. I think you think otherwise. I think you think the opposite, if I'm not mistaken. But when Chad Gable told him that he owed him the favor or whatever, I was like, okay, I think we're already done. He told his wife to take his kid in the back. He doesn't want him to see this. For some reason, just made me feel like they were handing him the belt. And then we get to the match, and he's just getting beat over and over. And Gunther takes too long to mock his wife, and he gets hit with the nastiest brainbuster. I thought the guy was dead. Gets up, takes his Illuma kick, gets pinned, and I didn't believe it. I didn't believe that Sami Zayn could pull it off. He did. I gave that match 4.25. I loved it.
I think the pre-match stuff, having Sami walk through the locker room and see his best friend, see his wife, see his kid, everything, and see Chad Gable, I thought for sure Gunther was just going to slaughter him. Yeah. And just leave him in a pool of probably not blood, but just bruises and destruction.
even more over the. It would have made Gunther look even crazier big.
Right. And then when Sammy does hit that brain buster, and then the two haluva kicks, Gunther, Ric Flair versus Vader. Okay.
I think he's
Comparing the two,
yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
think
yeah.
so. But when Sammy does hit the two haluva kicks and Gunther's feet are like near the ropes, I thought for sure that it wasn't over and he was gonna get his
And he
foot
would,
on the rope,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that would be the kick out because it looked like Gunther was beaten, but he found a way to get out.
Yep.
That's not what happened. Obviously, Gunther lost. 666 day title reign comes to an end with Sami Zayn. How do you feel about that part?
Well, 666 is a bad number. Let's start there. Let's start there. I don't think Sami Zayn should have been the guy. I really don't. I could probably name 5 guys that should have been. I really wish it was Chad Gable. 100% wish it was Chad Gable.
I'm gonna cut you off real quick. Sorry, but if it was Chad Gable, we would have seen it coming.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the thing. That's why I think I'm totally okay with Sami Zayn doing it, because none of us, even everybody in that arena, thought for sure Sammy was losing. Samantha Irvin was
I don't think anybody
crying.
knew. I don't think anybody
Like, there was nobody that knew Sami Zayn was winning.
Yeah.
And then the way they did it, too, was perfect. It wasn't like Sami Zayn beat him, like, physically, but the brain buster, I mean, that's going to knock you out. You're falling head first on a turnbuckle like that. And then 2 Aluva kicks to the face. Like, it makes sense.
If I'm not mistaken, he hasn't done that since El Generico.
Yeah, PWG.
Few and far between, at least.
As far as the internet says, I don't know how true it is. Obviously, none of us know. But that kind of move is like banned in WWE because it could be dangerous. I mean, you're dropping somebody on
a dude that big.
Yeah, that's the big shock there too to me. Like, how did he even pull it off? I don't know. It was incredible. I gave the match 4.5 stars, and I think I only knock it down to half because the way I wanted it to go, which is stupid, but the way I wanted to go was Sammy getting murdered and Gable coming back, like the predictable way. But that shouldn't really hurt a star rating, but it hurt it for me, I think, writing it down.
Shouldn't. But do you think if Gunther found a way to win after that, he puts his foot on the rope, gets the break, do you think that would have helped or hurt the star rating for you if Gunther found a way to win? Obviously, we don't know what happens after that.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
I feel like the fact that we had no idea it was going to happen, I feel like that helped. I feel like that helped the star rating.
I don't know how you did the ratings when you did it, but I did it as soon as the 1, 2, 3 hit, I wanted my initial thoughts, my initial ranking. So that could have affected it for sure, but I just not know. Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to sit there and think about anything. I wanted that to come later, and maybe eventually we revisit this, a year later and rewatch it or something and see if we think the same. But as of the 1, 2, 3, I thought it was 4.5, and I don't know if anything would have changed that.
That's fair.
Coming up on our main event of night 1, the tag match with Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and The Rock.
I mean, cinematic masterpiece.
So good.
It was so good. My biggest gripe is it's late as hell. I'm tired.
Late? It was only like 10:30, man.
Let me finish the thought. I worked that morning. I'm watching wrestling, and I'm tired as hell, okay? They stand in the ring for what felt like an eternity. And
taking it in.
They should have taken it in. 100% should have taken it in. I 100% get it.
Oh, we got a pop-up of the not AEW stream.
Does he want us to see this spot?
No, I think he's just putting it up. A random appearance.
Totally.
That's good though. We see the CM Punk stuff.
I lost my train of thought. Where was that?
He's just gonna hold it. Sorry, the taking it in part. That's where we were.
100%. They should have taken it in. I 100% get it. It might have been the biggest match ever. I was so tired. I was so pissed. I felt like they were in there for a half hour. But this match was perfect. I thought they were going to work for 15, 20 minutes because of The Rock. They did not.
Right.
45 minutes or so. Oh, my goodness. This match was 4 3/4.
I gave it 5.
Yep.
I don't know if rewatching it I would, but at the time I was so blown away by the fact that The Rock actually worked and he wasn't just standing there waiting. Roman obviously does what Roman does. Classic, just great storyteller. Cody Rhodes. You knew the whole time. I guess my argument is the whole match didn't matter. Who cares if the bloodline rules? That wasn't going to affect anything, I think. Cody winning or losing didn't affect anything. But at the same time, they got me so invested that I cared, and I was at the edge of my seat. I was waiting for Cody to somehow pull it off, even though I knew it really made more sense to do bloodline rules. They had me believe Cody was going to do it multiple times. And I think in the back of my head, thinking that somehow Cody was going to lose the next night, I think that affected it. Because I thought for sure Cody, but we'll get to that, but I thought for sure there's no way Roman Reigns loses. They're going to find a way to screw me over.
So just a little, maybe not hint, but into the main event of night 2. I think it's funny because you wanted Cody to win. I wanted Roman to win. I thought for sure Roman was going to lose. You thought for sure Cody was going to lose. I just find that funny based on the build-up.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Perspectives there. But, I mean, this match was 100% amazing, and definitely what you said with The Rock. I really didn't think he was going to work like that. I really didn't.
Yeah, I was definitely blown away. Overall, I did an average of my rankings for night 1. It was overall 3.5 out of 5. I don't know if you did the same.
I did not.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I didn't do it on night 2 either. I forgot. So
is that so? You said average of 3.5.
Yeah.
So is that? Would you say that it was a 3.5 card, or would you say it was better?
I think overall I'd give it 4.
Okay.
I don't even know about that. I thought it was really good. So there was really no down. Oh, the Uso match. That's what kills it. Yep. Yeah. I was trying to figure out why I'm not giving it 5 stars, but the Uso match definitely hurt it. And that tag ladder was just a little clustery. Rob Dewell says
Jason in the house.
He's in the house. Perfect. Welcome.
What's up, man? Well, this is the still no named
wrestling podcast.
On the whole damn enchilada universe, if you will. Tomorrow,
cinematic universe.
I can only
as it grows.
Tomorrow is still going to be your horror show, but appreciate you coming in and talking wrestling for a minute.
No surprises there. It's going to be a horror show more than likely. Tomorrow. Same time, same place.
Yep. He's going to be there.
He's going to be there. All right, let's move on to night 2 then. Open it with Drew and Seth.
I love that they opened with Drew and Seth.
They almost had to. There was nowhere else to put them.
I love that you could definitely tomorrow at 7, not same place. Where you gonna be?
Oh, he means probably not the same Facebook page we're on. Yeah, it would be the other one. That's a good point. We forgot that. He doesn't pay us enough to advertise his show. We won't do it right.
We're still in the enchilada universe
for sure.
But no, I love that you could tell that Seth is beaten and battered. I mean, Friday night, did he not have to Bloodline Rules versus Solo Sikoa?
That was Monday night.
Monday night, sorry.
Yeah.
Then he goes into versus Rock and Roman, and Rock owns the damn company pretty much. So it was basically Bloodline Rules.
Right.
This guy's been beat up. I mean, he just got cleared to wrestle again, and Drew beats the hell out of him. But 100% thought he was going to be Superman. I thought they were going to make him Superman and find a way to win, and I was going to be pissed.
Don't get into the post match yet. I just want this match. Okay,
I'm going to chop
cool.
it up. I'm going to chop it up.
Cool.
So just the Seth and Drew together, I gave it 3.5, and it mainly got that is because it did what it was supposed to do. Drew should have won. Drew should have pummeled him and pointed out his weaknesses, and it worked.
I'm going to give it 4. Well, I did give it 4 stars because they had you believe that Seth was still going to find a way to pull this off, even though he shouldn't have. And honestly, that's my biggest thing with this whole WrestleMania is every single match I was like, could go this way, could go that way, and I'm not upset either way, honestly. I mean,
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't have been too upset if they went with Seth, but I would have been upset that John Cena had his Superman run, and
Right.
Seth Rollins is looking like he's more unbeatable than he was.
Exactly. I mean, it was like every single title defense, which, by the way, speaking of title defenses, and we'll get to this later too, I think, Roman Reigns had 50 something, 54, I think, in 1,316-day title reign.
It
Seth
was
had
either
a
51
300,
or 54, yeah.
right. Seth had a 300 something day title reign and had 64.
316 or
316, yeah, I think so. Something like that.
315, 316, something like that.
Got a comment. Thought it should have ended with the first Claymore.
I
Yeah, but then
agree.
it would have been. We've seen that like 3 times at WrestleMania at this point. So I was glad it didn't. I thought it was gonna end too the same way, but because of the post match stuff that we'll get into right now, I thought it definitely was better that it didn't. It was still fun though. Yes, it was.
Before we get into the post match,
Yeah,
can we get into the pre match where some people didn't like the Seth Rollins entrance with the Mummers? What do we think?
I thought it was cool. Visually, I thought it was really cool. The
Yeah.
way when the camera panned out and you had all those people circling the ring and Seth in the ring with his zany outfits. It was a lot of fun, I thought. Drew's entrance kind of lacked to me.
Oh yeah.
And I'll give you a little shout out here. One of the, and I confirmed this, I know I said it while we were watching it.
Yep.
One of the swordsmen was Sam Holloway from AIW, guy I trained with. He's going to be really good. He's a really tall guy, really big guy, very physical. He's going to be a beast one day. I think he's only 23. He's younger than me. He's going to be really good.
If you're gonna point out tall guy, you got to go above your head. You're not that tall.
Oh, he's a tall guy.
No,
tall guy.
Nah, yeah.
Tall guy. No, and he's a really nice guy. Anybody that comes out of the AIW school is incredible. Everybody should check out AIW in Cleveland if you're in town. To the post-match stuff.
If you're not in town, get in town and watch it.
If you're not, yeah. Or stream it on Triller. Usually they do their pay-per-views on Triller. You could get the Fight Plus membership for like $19 a month, whatever. Anyways, getting sidetracked here. The post-match stuff. Drew buy Sam's merch at the Exchange of Parma. Yes, you can. They got a sponsorship with the Exchange. You can definitely buy his merch at Parma. Buy any other guys' stuff. Support those guys. They're really good people. Drew afterwards wins the title. He goes and shows it to his wife or girlfriend. Not sure what the dynamics are. And some guy. They kiss it or whatever. Then Drew starts crawling on the announce table and to show us CM Punk that he won the title, but it was a little weird. The crawl was a little weird.
The crawl was weird, but I loved that his infatuation with just rubbing it in Punk's face.
For sure.
Costed him. I loved it. And they did so much in such a little time to set up multiple things for the future. And
exactly. That's like it seems to be the Triple H kind of storytelling of everybody's involved in one way or another with each other. And we'll get to that again later. But when Punk trips him and then takes off the cast or brace, whatever, starts beating the hell out of him. And then we get the Judgment Day meme of being interrupted. Who got a comment here? Punk tried to ignore him, but dude just kept going. Yeah, exactly. And then we get the Judgment Day meme of a distraction. The guy turns around. Here comes Judgment Day. Well, not Judgment Day, but Damian Priest cashes in that briefcase finally. I think he forgot he had.
I think
in
a
perfect
Pat McAfee
moment.
said that. I think Pat McAfee said something like, "I think half the world forgot he had that thing."
It was a perfect moment. I mean, I'm glad that he did forget about it because everything worked so well.
I thought I was deathly afraid. So when he hits him over the head with the briefcase, it went flying. I thought it was on purpose going flying into the crowd. I'm like, great, he's never going to find it, and he's not going to cash in again. But
that would have sucked.
That South of Heaven choke slam was perfect. It was.
Is that what it's called? South of Heaven? That's a cool name.
South of Heaven, yeah.
Yeah.
It was perfect, and then he got to celebrate with all his boys in Rhea at the top. It was great.
I believe he's the first Puerto Rican world champion since Pedro. I think that was a stat I seen.
We got,
which is cool.
We got three
Latin champions now. We'll bring them up for sure. Anything else on the Drew and Seth match though? Before we move on,
thing, I also love that Drew got his flowers in a way for the past 4 months of hard work that he's put in. He got his moment in front of the fans, got to hold the title and hand it to his wife at the very least.
Yeah, no, exactly. He got his moment in front of the crowd. I mean, that's all I think he really wanted.
Yeah.
He's had title reigns already. Like, he just wanted that big moment in front. Because when he won it, it was during COVID, so he didn't have that big atmosphere around him that he may or may not have deserved at the
And
time. Who knows?
if I'm not mistaken, it was pre-recorded, and then he went home and he watched it when it actually aired with his
Yeah,
wife, and then
exactly.
she presented the belt to him. So I mean,
That's a
yeah,
cool thing for them to
it
do
was,
too.
yeah,
But you know it sucks. I mean,
yeah.
you work all your oh Jesus. You work all your life for a moment like that, and then it gets taken away from you for COVID, and that just sucked. You know it sucks for him, but that's okay. He got it now.
That ramp was definitely
Uh,
shaking when she was running down, dude.
moving on now, the 6-man tag match. Um, for the life of me, I can't remember who was in this match. I didn't write it down.
That was
Who is
AOP
this?
and
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's why I couldn't remember.
yeah, 'cause
Philadelphia Street Fight. I had no interest going in, so I apparently blanked out on who was in it. That's
I had
fine.
no interest during the match. I had no interest when they brought out Bubba Ray Dudley.
Alex Jones.
Yeah, he looks just like Alex Jones. They did the Dudley things where they set up the tables and blah 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 blah. I don't know. I wasn't interested. I didn't care at all. I think we were watching it together, and that was probably the match the most that I was just like, whatever. Let's talk about anything else.
But us watching it together, we did have fun watching it. We can't
Yeah,
deny that it wasn't a fun match to watch.
yeah.
Especially the table spot with the girls, BFAB
And
and
Scarlett.
Scarlett. Yeah. Well,
Thought she died.
I thought she
Thought
was
for
dead
sure
for
she was
sure.
dead.
And we got another comment here. This was the Uso match tonight too, but I was looking forward to Usos. Yeah, you said it was going to be the best match of the night.
He said, I think he said it was going to steal the weekend.
He think he did. He think he said he was going to steal the whole weekend, but that's okay. It happens. The Philly Street Fight was what it was. It wasn't supposed to be a classic. It was supposed to get some nostalgia pop with Bubba Ray, and honestly, should have been somebody else. No, who cares about Bubba Ray?
I gave it 2 stars. I mean,
2
yeah.
at the time. Guess what I gave it?
3. What do you give it right now? What do you give it right now?
2.5 maybe.
Okay, but I mean, your raw reaction was 3. That's fine.
I think it's because when I finished, I said I wrote these right after the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And the build up to the 1, 2, 3 was they tried to put him on the table. The table broke, and then Tez just beats the hell out of him with the stick like it was his fault.
So much out of it.
What was that?
I said it took so much out of it when the table fell. I was like, this.
Yeah,
is
but I thought so. But then with Tez, beating him beating the hell out of him with the stick like it was his fault the table broke. Yeah. I thought that brought it right back.
I knew the table was gonna break because I saw when they set it up that the leg didn't lock, and
yeah,
I think I said it in the moment like that table.
I think you did.
Collapse. Yeah, it was. But hey, Tez got up for that frog splash.
Oh yeah, he does. He gets some height. He's gonna be a superstar.
Yeah, he's gonna kick old boy to the side soon, and he's gonna take off.
He can't be a heel. They tried.
No. Yeah, no.
So they're gonna have to shake hands and walk away or something.
Have his red solo, and he's gotta be dancing. Yeah, no.
There's no way one of them turns on the other, and also because if it doesn't work, I think you want to try to bring them back together if it doesn't work, which it's going to. It's going to work for sure.
Yeah.
Moving on to what I thought was probably going to be match of the weekend. Logan Paul, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens.
How long is...
We got another comment here. How long has Shibata been using the Translate app? Shibata. Oh, he's talking about AEW.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening in it. I'm sorry. I'm not by the TV. I don't know what we're talking about exactly. I think you mentioned Shibata. Was he speaking English now? I don't know.
I have no clue.
But anyways, Logan Paul, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens.
I was let down by this match, but it was a great match. But I was let down because I thought it was going to be possibly the best match of the weekend, like you said. I think we expected so much and got like 85% of so much, and that's why it hurt, I guess. I kind of loved KO coming down. His app, Translate app on his phone, funny stuff.
Oh,
hey, hold on. Can we just let it be known that is the first compliment he's ever given AEW? Love that for us. We are growing here on the No
No,
Name
I
podcast.
did see that. Now that you mentioned that,
No.
I did see that, but I think it was on like Collision or something, so I wasn't sure if it was a
Yeah.
thing he was going to keep doing. But that is pretty funny stuff.
But KO coming bringing Randy down on the golf cart. Logan Paul coming out with the truck. I was praying that truck had Prime in it or water or whatever, and that was going to be a cannon on the back, kind of like the beer truck or the milk truck. We did not get that. That kind of sucked. Didn't even use the truck. He barely even drove it out. I think he just popped up.
Yeah.
But I love you brought this to my attention, and I loved it because I thought for sure he had to find another heel way to win. I thought for sure he had to the knuckles wouldn't work, so I thought he had to go some other route. Obviously, he had somebody in the prime bottle as usual. But you brought it up. He won against two great opponents. Future Hall of Famer won for sure. And he won clean technically. He proved that he belongs.
Comment here. I fell asleep for most of this match up during Bailey. Oh, Bailey. We're not
Bailey.
there yet. Oh, must have meant he woke up during
yeah.
Bailey. Okay.
But like I said, he found a way to win clean, if you will, even though it was no DQ because it's triple threat or whatever. But he showed that he could beat these guys clean, and he belongs.
Yeah, I'm glad you pointed that out so we could talk about it. I think proving that he is a professional wrestler now, I think that was a great way to do that, especially against two, at this point, legends. I mean, Randy Orton obviously is a legend, but I think Kevin Owens is up there too. Maybe not on Randy Orton's level, but he'll get
Definitely
there.
not.
But you know what I mean. They're two
No, yeah,
legendary
he's definitely not
people.
Randy Orton's level, but he's a great opponent, of course. Great,
And shout
great
out
win.
to Speed, right? I Show
I
Speed,
show
that's him.
speed. He got
Taking that
Spartan
sick bump,
kicked.
man.
He got Spartan kicked 12 feet away. Probably the craziest thing I've seen Randy Orton do.
And then an RKO onto
And
a
then
table that didn't
RKO.
break. So that is solid. Just no give, just solid thud.
in that exact moment, I felt bad for him because the table didn't break or the announce table
Yeah.
didn't break or whatever, and I was like, that actually fucking hurted.
I think Logan Paul also felt bad that the table didn't break because I don't know if you've seen, but he bought him a Cybertruck because he took those bumps.
I think he kind of had to. I wonder, is I mean to backtrack a little bit.
Yeah.
I guess technically, is the Prime bottle going to be at his WrestleMania every year? Is he going to have somebody new in it every year? 2 in a row.
The suit? I hope
Yeah.
not.
I 100% thought it was Jake. Did you also think it was Jake?
No, because I think when we first seen the suit, I did. But then when you look at the arms, I mean, there was no way that was Jake.
Fun fact: I Show Speed is from Cleveland, lives in or not Cleveland, sorry, Ohio. Lives in Ohio.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
So Ohio was really showcased during.
Oh, for sure. Sorry, I was going somewhere and then you brought that up. Not mad at you for cutting me off, but I was just trying to remember.
Yeah.
I don't know. Moving on. I mean, not moving on, but we didn't give a star ranking for this. So what did you rank it?
I gave it 4 stars.
I also gave it 4 stars.
All right.
I thought it was really good. I don't think I was let down at all. The Randy Orton was teasing that he had a really cool.
You went mute. He went mute. While he fixes that. Anyways, I think the only reason I was let down is because I thought the match was going to be 125%, and it ended up being 99% maybe. The match was great. All three are great workers, and Logan Paul is a real athlete and a real wrestler. Is he back?
I think I am. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. You're good now. You're good now.
Is the audio still good? Because I can put my AirPods in.
No, you're plenty good.
Audio's bad?
No, you're good. You're good.
We good now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I don't know what happened. It said I lost internet connection, and
it'd be like that sometimes.
Seems like you heard that, though, while I was gone. We were talking about the star rating. Sorry. What did you give it?
Yeah, you were giving a star rating.
I gave it 4 stars. You gave it 4 stars. I was talking about the Randy Orton thing. He was teasing that he had a really cool RKO coming up, and then it was just a pop-up into the RKO, which was cool, but
we've seen it. We've seen that.
Did we see the pop-up in the RKO?
We haven't seen that before?
I don't think so. I thought that was unique, but
I don't know. I've seen 1,000 RKOs at least, so I mean, I think I just assumed it was in there.
Fair. I mean, I think we kind of come up with our own RKOs sometimes, and maybe we
thought we seen it because we made it, but who knows?
I mean, I've done a lot of RKOs at home. To be fair, even though they say not to, I try it at home.
Yeah. Who are you trying that on? Out of curiosity.
My
One
friend.
you really shouldn't be, and the other one is illegal. So I don't know where you're drawing the line there. Oh, we got the CM Punk footage here.
I have friends and we wrestle perhaps, but
friends.
yeah,
Okay.
of course.
I was concerned. So we got some CM Punk footage. For those unaware, they're supposedly releasing the All-In backstage stuff with Jungle Boy and CM Punk. I don't think they are, and it doesn't look like they are. So,
well, I guess we'll find out in a couple seconds. Anyways, you can keep going, and if they do release some stuff, we can break some news.
I was just
We
bringing
can
it
break
up
the
because
news.
it was on the TV. I wanted the audience to know what
you're
was
good.
going on there. Moving on then, AJ Styles versus LA Knight.
Match was great. These are two great workers, phenomenal workers who are possibly older than Carlito, maybe, perhaps. Just saying, they can work. I don't know, for some reason I was feeling like it was slow, but I don't know. I think I just needed to really take it in, and I actually went back and watched it again, and it was better the second time. I gave this match 4.25.
I gave it 4 stars.
Okay.
Definitely AJ's best WrestleMania match. I think it beats the Shane McMahon one. Again, not saying much because he
I was
doesn't
just
have a
gonna
history
say
of great ones. But I think LA Knight worked perfectly. He usually does. AJ did what AJ does. Had stellar match, and honestly, because it doesn't matter, I can't even remember who won.
LA Knight.
Because I didn't care either way. Oh, it was LA Knight? Yeah.
The build was great too. He's great on the mic, man.
And then the fact that they just started brawling, like it was.
I loved it. I think AJ was entering, like, before he even came out. Your initial thought was just start fighting, and they 100% did.
Because that's all I want. I mean, when you have a blood feud, I mean, no blood, a little bit of blood in that one beatdown.
Yeah.
But when you have a blood feud, you just got to start fighting. No lockup, chain wrestling, none of that. You just got to start going, and then eventually get to that. Two comments says they are blaming FTR for the brawl. Yeah, see, I knew it wasn't going to be anything ratings ploy, and it's not going to work. They'll end up with 700,000 viewers again. Now that he's gone, I'm just hating all over AEW apparently today.
Somebody's got to do it.
Somebody's got to do it.
These guys suck.
Back to AJ and LA Knight. I don't think that's it. I think they're going to go back again.
Oh yeah,
probably Backlash. We'll probably get another good match. I think it'll be a three match series, and
we might see him at SummerSlam.
Yeah, SummerSlam in Cleveland. We got a lot of good stuff coming up for that. Hopefully. Comment says, I don't hate, I tell it like it is. A little more biased towards the negativity side usually, but that's okay.
I mean, they do suck.
They do. There's a lot of, like Jesse the Body. All right. Anything else on the AJ and LA Knight match before I move on? I don't want to.
No, they're good.
There's not much to say. It was just a good match.
Exactly. I agree.
Moving on to one of our last matches, Bayley and Io Sky. Thoughts?
I know you love this match. Hold up. This is huge. This is actually crazy.
I totally thought this was going to be a play. Jungle Boy's in CM Punk's face.
For those who are probably wondering, do you want to give a little background of what they're showing here?
Yeah. So supposedly Jungle Boy got in CM Punk's face. He said do something about it. CM Punk eventually grabs him and chokes him. There was rumors that somebody got punched. I don't think that happened though.
Wasn't this all? This was all because Punk told him he shouldn't have done a move. The doctors told him he shouldn't have done a move. Everyone told him. And
Punk was saying that. Oh, here we go. He's choking him out with guillotine. Just like he said.
That's that UFC background.
And that's exactly what Punk said. Everything that happened is exactly what Punk said.
I will never. That man's never lied in his life. Abraham Lincoln, if you will.
That doesn't do anything for them. All it does is make Punk look vindicated.
Yeah, it makes Punk look phenomenal.
Yeah, they choked out this guy and bitched him out on his own show.
It wasn't even that bad.
No, exactly. It wasn't even that bad. But anyways, we'll talk about that after we're done with the WrestleMania. I think we might bring that back up. But Bailey and Io, I did love. I thought going in, I thought I was gonna really like it. I think the wrong person won.
I agree.
Not that it's too big of a deal. I just think Io didn't really do much in her 6 months. I think it was like 6 month title reign, 8 months maybe. It was a long title reign, and she didn't have that many victories for herself.
Right.
I mean, a lot of it was because the feud has been dedicated to the Bailey and Io thing, so why mix somebody else in there? But maybe have her defend it against somebody prominent and have her get some big wins. And I think they should have did that here.
Because you still could have came back to it the next month.
Course.
I mean,
she could have went over clean, and Bailey could have been like, I don't know who I am anymore, blah, 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 that whole thing. And maybe somebody tells her, you're fucking Bailey, like, go beat her.
They put on a show, though. They really did. They put on a show.
I agree.
I gave it 4.25.
I gave it 4.
Okay.
And I think just because I really wanted Io to win, this is out of all the matches where I thought, it didn't really matter who won, I think it kind of mattered here. I think Io should have got a victory somehow.
I think
they lost because of Punk, they say.
Oh, the Bucks lost because of Punk. Okay.
I think it would have helped Io way more than it helped Bailey. I don't think Bailey needed it at all.
Top. So, yeah, that was the whole thing. I'm going to jump in real quick, and we're going to talk about this for like 3 minutes. So they basically said the whole time that this whole thing was a big distraction caused by FTR. Fucking stupid. And they lost the match against FTR because they were distracted about exactly what CM Punk said happened. So they no smoking gun here, fucking stupid. And then you had the big fat guy like, oh God, who even was that? I mean, these guys aren't men. These guys are just, they suck.
Yeah, we were gonna circle back to that. I said that.
I know, but like while it's fresh, I figured we could just jump in real quick. I'll be gone. You guys talk your thing, but unless you guys wanted to add something about that, and then move on to the rest of the finish of the match we were talking about.
I just think, I mean, it makes them look terrible. Like, it makes them look worse. It makes them look worse. Why did they show it?
It was dumb. I'm surprised they actually showed it though. At least they stuck to their word. I guess you got that going, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean. Well, I knew they would because TK came out and said, no, this isn't a bait and switch. We're definitely going to show the footage. So I knew they would show the footage. I just thought they had something else.
TK. That could have still meant that he bait and switched anyways.
I don't think so. He's a lot of things, but a liar, I don't know. I don't know if a liar is one of them.
I don't know. He's lied to some talent about their budget cuts and whatnot recently. So.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. About the boys?
Yeah, specifically.
I didn't see the other side of that story, so I don't know what it is. But nevertheless, I will get out of here. And if anything exciting happens here, well, right now FTR is cutting a promo. But if anything exciting comes up, I will put it back in the not an illegal AEW stream.
Sounds like a plan.
Something's wrong with Mike, Donald.
What did he say?
Something's wrong with your mic.
It's working now, but a minute ago your mic was sounding funny. But
I think it's because your mic keeps popping and it's hearing it.
I was doing this before I came on.
Oh.
But nevertheless, I'm out.
What match were we on?
Bailey and Io, I think.
Bailey and Io. I gave it 4.25. I think you gave it 4. I think I was just saying that like Bailey didn't need the win at all. She didn't need the win.
4.5 stars easily. Best match of the night. Except for the main event, of course.
Well, okay, all right.
Yeah, no, that was just amazing.
Some pretty high praise from this guy.
Yeah, I mean, best girls match I've seen in a long time.
Girls?
Yeah, they're girls.
He gave a girls match 4.5. Hey,
it was really good.
Has turned a new leaf, everybody.
No, because I gave 5 stars to girls matches before. And
you said it was the best one you've seen, though, right?
Best one I've seen in a long time, not ever.
Oh, okay.
The best one that you guys already talked about. But I'm out.
Hey, no. We are turning the page. We got an AW compliment. We got a 4.5 stars on it. It was deserved though. It was deserved. But I think like Donald said, I think it might have been pure emotion out of our part that took away from it because we wanted Io to win because it would have helped her so much more.
And I wouldn't say that Bailey didn't need it either. I mean, she hasn't had a singles WrestleMania match, I think, or win. I mean, if she hasn't had a match, she hasn't had a win. I know for
Right.
sure she hasn't had a win there. So I think it works for her winning, but for Io's title reign, I think it would have been a little better if she won. Maybe she'll get back there. Who knows? We'll see.
Back-to-back Money in the Bank.
Tiffy time.
Yeah, that's facts.
Don't forget. So moving on, what we all came here for, what, a year in the making. We got a comment here. Dax is great. Hopefully they go back to WWE.
I thought they signed a long-term deal, no?
They did, I think, like a 5-year deal.
2026 or something. I don't know. 2020. Yeah, that's true.
They'll
That's true.
find a way out. They all do. Just
They
punch
should.
somebody. They'll find a way out.
Put him in a guillotine.
Put them in a guillotine choke. I thought he was popping back in. All right, moving on then. Not moving on. Focusing on the match we all came for. A whole year-long build. Tribal Chief, no more. Wipe that one away.
Put your ones up. Acknowledge.
We should
Tribal
acknowledge
Chief.
it. We should. You're right.
We should acknowledge
the title reign. A quick note on acknowledging Roman Reigns. The Raw after, which I think we'll talk about briefly after this. We're already close to an hour, but the Raw after, they did a thank you Roman chant 7 years after the same building where he got booed out of the building for winning the Royal Rumble. So him coming full circle with that, I think is a really cool thing. I'm glad the fans are respecting him now. If you watch the documentary, he was that sucked for him.
Yeah.
Getting his big moment and then just everybody booing him. Not a single person was happy with it. And you could tell that hurt him a lot, I think. And was really the catalyst to the whole Tribal Chief thing of, all right, you don't like me? Fine. I'll make you like me.
Yeah.
And he did. So let's get back to the match then. You can go ahead and start.
Yeah,
I've been talking for a
obviously, I think it's the greatest title reign we've ever seen in our lives. What was it, 1,316 days, if I'm not mistaken?
minute. Yep.
An unbelievable run. Sure, he didn't defend it as much as most people like, but he didn't need to. He's a Tribal Chief. The match was unbelievable. 5 stars. Best match of the weekend. After your ratings, we're
gonna track this promo. Okay.
5 stars. It had that cinematic build up. Cody and Roman are working, and like you don't even notice the ride that Roman Reigns is taking you on the whole time, and Cody as well. Got to give Cody his flowers, but like the ride that they're taking you on, you don't even notice it until you're already in it.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. I knew it was gonna be overbooked. I knew it. I thought it was gonna be more overbooked than it was. Because Stone Cold would have been there. But with it being so overbooked, it worked perfectly because they did their own thing. They settled their own pieces or whatever.
That was the point I was going to make up. Like, it was overbooked, and a lot of people will be upset about how it was overbooked. But I think the overbooking worked so well because they kind of just interacted with their own thing. Along with the match, we got a comment here. Austin would have been in Taker's spot. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a second. The overbook, everybody was doing their own thing while Cody and Roman were still fighting each other. I mean, obviously Solo attacked Cody. Roman got hit by somebody. Actually, did anybody touch Roman? I don't think so.
Yeah, John Cena F5.
Oh, yeah, right. Ate him after getting Solo out of there, which is like, Jay and Jimmy come out, they do their thing, take each other out. That story is focused on itself. And then Solo comes out, does the same thing he did last year, almost cost Cody the match. Spike in the spear, and you were with me. I said, well, there's no way he kicks out of that one. Like,
when he kicked out of the spike and spear, match was over. Cody won. Forget about it.
But I've watched enough Roman in the past 2-3 years where I said they're gonna find a way. So then here comes Cena afterwards to take out. I'm just doing a quick little recap in case anybody hasn't seen it. Here comes Cena to take out Solo, who took him out a couple months ago with spike after spike after spike after spike. Like, this is like 20 spikes or something stupid. Put Cena on the shelf for a while. And then, obviously, they did nothing with Solo after that. They should have, but he hasn't won a single match since then. Whatever. Triple H isn't perfect, I guess. But After that, The Rock comes out, the final boss. You get the stare down of Cena and The Rock. It was every era of our childhood and adulthood, just everything was just over. And then Cena and The Rock stare at each other. Rock takes out Cena easily. Didn't like that. Thought they should
No, not at all. I hated it. I
kind of
hated it.
buried Cena a little. I mean, not
Yep.
buried Cena, but it kind of sucked
Kind
for
of.
Cena
Kind of.
a little bit. Then The Rock looks like he's gonna help Cody lose, and dong, lights go out. Well, he's not Mr. WrestleMania. Shawn Michaels is, but WrestleMania, The Undertaker. He pops up, kills The Rock. We don't know where The Rock goes after that. The Undertaker just transports him into hell or something. He's gone. And then what happens after Taker? Who takes out Taker? No, Taker disappears.
Taker takes himself out.
Yeah, and it looks like Roman's gonna win. And here comes Seth Rollins with the chair, the infamous chair that ended the. I think I reversed this a little bit. That's
You
okay.
reversed it. Seth Rollins was
That was
already
before Taker. Yeah.
he already got beat up. He's getting up, and Roman has the choice to win the match and knock out Cody Rhodes, or
Right.
turn around and get his get back. And he got his get back.
A man that has been in Roman Reigns' head for ever since the Shield thing, and like Seth Rollins said, he was going to be Cody's Shield, and he was.
He was.
Fucking takes out Seth because, and I'm sure you've seen this in other matches with Roman and Seth, like he's choking him out. The ref's like, you got to let go. He's like, I can't let go. He won't let me let go. Like the storytelling for this is just incredible. It's just been so long. So he takes out Seth, and Cody grabs him, crossroads 3 times finally. 1, 2, 3. The story is finished. Cody Rhodes is your world champion. While we're talking about Cody Rhodes, quick side note. That entrance, amazing. Brandy freaking Rhodes, nice to see her on my TV again. Always a pop for Brandy freaking Rhodes. Overall, 5 stars. There's nothing I could complain about. My guy won. That's all. If he didn't win, I obviously would have been upset.
I can complain.
Yeah, of course you can. Because
30 minutes to give this guy his flowers? 30 minutes?
Oh, the after the post match?
Come on.
Sometimes good guys just win.
And then we're like, yeah, let's call out the boss. Hey, boss, thanks. Shut up. Oh my God.
You're right. All that could have happened off of TV. They could have just.
It could have happened on Monday.
Which it did. Again.
Which it did. Get out of here. So you mean to tell me we end WrestleMania with 30 minutes of loving Cody Rhodes, which whatever, I get it. He finished the story, blah, blah, blah. And then we start Raw after Mania with a whole hour of it?
I think I know why they did it.
God.
A WrestleMania part aspect, I mean. Because now Triple H has you programmed to believe that little network symbol doesn't mean anything. Something could still happen.
Yeah.
So now he has to kind of reverse that and show you, like, sometimes it's over. It's just done. I'm not doing anything crazy after that.
Yeah.
And I think, you were over. We kept saying, like, it doesn't mean this is over. Something could happen. Something might happen. And I think he's trying to reprogram your mind into thinking sometimes the show's just over. Sometimes the big guy just wins. That's it. There's nothing else there. Incredible from top to bottom.
Yep.
Now we got another pop in here.
Okay. Well, since you guys are done with that, we're going to listen to this promo because it's amazing.
Oh, we can't. That audio is really bad.
Huh?
That audio is really bad.
What about now? Is it better?
I don't know. I think we can just listen to it afterwards. Talk
Hold on,
about
let's
it
try
next
this. Your microphone sucks. For me, it is. Jess, you hear it?
Kinda.
Sound good? All right. Donald, you're muted because your mic sucks right now. I think that's what the problem is.
Everybody back there, us, everybody in that back, we are ready to move on. We're ready to put this in the past. I am done with this. But instead of talking about revolution, instead of talking about the fact we go back to Wembley this year, instead of talking about the fact that we are doing some of our best shows ever, we're showing videos from 8 months ago. Why? Because Rod and Todd Flanders can't let go that they've lost to FTR.
That's what Courtney calls him, or one of the many nicknames.
At Dynasty, listen to me. Put on your EVP caps and listen. At Dynasty, we have to beat you, and it's not for legacy. It's not for history. It's not even to be considered the greatest of all time. It's because I am sick of you petty little bitches. So that's our bosses. That's who we work for. Huh? Every interview they have, or every time they get a chance to talk, they let us all know that without them, hundreds of people would be out of a job. They let us all know that without them, AEW probably wouldn't exist. And you know the crazy thing, the scary thing is, I don't necessarily disagree with you, because without the Young Bucks, I still might be shaving his back. But for real, but seriously, but because of the Young Bucks, we have something that makes them sick. We have something that they cannot get over. Because of they'll never admit it, but because of the Young Bucks, now FTR has eclipsed them as the absolute best tag team on this planet. And at one time, you guys cared about these three letters. You cared about AEW, but somewhere along the way, whether it was greed or whether it was jealousy, you lost that. And now three other letters are taking over. The only thing you care about is what's best for the EVPs. And so if it takes my last breath on the backs of FTR, on the back of Samoa Joe, on the back of Swerve Strickland, on the back of Daniel Garcia, Darby Allin, Willow Nightingale, every single man and woman back there who come to work every week and want to be here, on our backs, we will build this. We will continue to build this place, and not just for us. It ain't just a selfish ambition. We're building it for the future of all professional wrestlers, so they have a choice. They can make a decision. They can make a living. But more importantly than that, we're building this for every single man, woman who goes every day to work, week in, week out, and spends their money on one ticket. On one ticket. Spends their hard-earned money on one ticket to get lost in our drama, to get lost in our action. We are doing this for you. And if the Young Bucks don't want to be part of that AEW, grab your ball, go home. We got this. I love y'all too. I love y'all too. But this ain't about Wembley. This ain't about All Out. This is about AEW. This is about a company I love, an industry that I love. But more specifically, this is about the AEW World Tag Team Championships. Two teams walk in, one team walks out, can call themselves the greatest tag team in the world.
About 45 seconds left.
One team walks out as the first ever three-time AEW World Tag Team Champions. Young Bucks, you may have built this foundation, but brick by brick, shingle by shingle, we will put the roof on top of this house. Just to blow that son of a bitch right back off. Top guys, out. Wow.
Right on. And we're going to unmute Donald. All right. So, I don't know. Were you able to hear most of that?
Yeah.
Donald. Yeah, good. So, first off, you guys are doing an amazing job tonight. Fucking great show. I'm really enjoying it. People are texting me, telling me you guys are doing a great job. I just thought that warranted breaking in, because it was probably the greatest promo of the last 10 years, and definitely the greatest AEW promo of all time, because of course it's FTR and they're the greatest.
The pipe bomb?
That was more than 10 years ago.
MJF.
Oh, MJF one was good.
The one where he just starts motherfucking Tony Khan?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The one he's swearing for that guy. He doesn't like the swearing. I said, you don't like the swearing.
I mean, there it was okay, I guess, because like the story was telling about I want you to fucking fire me. No, that one it was good. I think this one was better.
Yeah. No, this was very good, yeah.
It's just like you really like I'm not so sure that if they book this match for the Young Bucks to win this match that FTR just won't kick the shit out of them anyway.
I don't think so. It's a work. It can work.
It's a word, but believe me, they don't like those guys.
I don't
No.
think they care. They like the money,
They don't like those guys.
and they want to work with us, but they like the money.
Yeah, I mean, Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. You ever heard of them?
As I just said, they like the money,
Yeah.
so I guess it makes sense.
They're professionals. They'll get in there and do what they're supposed to do. But if these guys get out of line,
Actually, no, because they just cut a promo like after that CM Punk interview about how the CM Punk was wrong. This is a great company to work for, blah blah blah. So they're
yeah,
company.
that's their boss.
They're company people now. They don't care.
Yeah, Rod and Todd Flanders. But nevertheless, I am out, and you guys can finish your thing, whatever you guys want to do. Try to wrap this up in about like 10 more minutes, though, at the longest. But I let you. I wanted to make sure you got through the review. You guys did a fantastic job, and we'll talk after we're done.
All right. So we're still on Rock and Roman. I think we gave our rankings already, I think.
The only thing I had left was I was going to ask you what your overall was for night 2 and what was better, night 1 or night 2.
So I didn't do the math to find out the average. I forgot
to do that.
What I meant was just like your overall.
I know, yeah. I'm just saying, since I gave an average the first time, I wanted to bring up that I didn't do it with this one. No, overall, I would give it probably 5 out of 5. I mean, there was not a downer match at all. It's just everything flowed really well. WWE tends to do a thing where, like, midway through, you're kind of like, kind of bored here. Like, I don't really care. But they haven't done that in a while. Everything has been just firing on all cylinders. Night 2 is better than night 1, I think. And it's probably because of the Usos. they really brought me down, man.
They really pulled it down. But as an overall show, my personal viewing, I think it was the greatest WrestleMania I've ever watched. It was phenomenal. It was really good, top to bottom. I'm not even one for the 2-night WrestleMania. I kind of wish it was still one night, but the money aspect, obviously, they're gonna keep doing it.
So, yeah, I agree. The 2-night Mania thing has been working really well financially, and I don't really like the 2-night that we had to go here. I know it's fresh, but top 5 Mania for sure. No, I agree. I don't really like the 2-night Mania thing, mostly because I got to take 2 days off of work, and that sucks, but I can't miss it, so I have to. It is what it is. Financially, it works really well for them. I mean, overall, they had 202, something like 200,000, a little bit more than 200,000 total attendance over every single show that weekend, which is amazing, astonishing.
They had
the amount of money
to
they made.
for Raw. I think they had to add seats, take out sound and shit.
Change the whole set, do that little set when they do the big shows kind of thing.
Yep.
And I know we're gonna wrap this up a minute here, so I don't want to get too much into Raw after Mania. I do want to know though, where do we go from here? What do you think? I mean, we know Damian Priest, he has his challenger. It's Jey Uso. Who cares? I don't care. But Cody, where do we go with Cody?
I think he's got to go on a long reign.
For sure.
I think he has to, because the way I felt with Roman is like, who's gonna beat him? I feel like Cody was the only option. Who beats Cody?
But this is something I was thinking about earlier. I mean, we had such long reigns with Gunther and Roman, and even Io was a long reign. Rhea's still going. We know where she's going. She's going to live. But you can't do long reigns like that again. Like, you can't have Cody go on a 4-year tear again. Or like
no. By a long reign, I don't mean 4 years.
Right, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. What's a long reign to us now? Is it the usual 6 to 8 months, or is it now the 4-year title reign that Roman had? We got a comment. CM Punk versus Cody. Yeah, I agree, but I don't know if it'll be for the title.
100% CM Punk versus Cody, but I don't think CM Punk deserves the title at all. I mean, maybe I shouldn't say that, but I don't personally want to see the belt on CM Punk.
It will. You will. Whether you want it or not. I mean, they got to tell the story of, it's been 10 years since I've been away. I got the title now. Look at me. I'm CM Punk. Who cares?
Chasing is better for babies. Yeah, no, for sure. And so now
Cody and Rock at SummerSlam, it looks like. We get to see that live, hopefully. It's going to be cool.
Yeah, it would be amazing.
Rock pinning Cody night 1, I think, fully sets that up. And I forgot to mention that.
Yep.
Cody and Rock is going to be a great story and match. If The Rock could work like he did that tag match.
That gonna wrap us up?
Yeah, I think so. Besides that, I don't got much to say. Tune in next week. I don't know what we're going to be talking.
We are on the Spotifys.
Spotify,
We're on the YouTubes.
the
We are
Facebooks.
soon to be on the iTunes.
Oh, iTunes deal.
Yeah. So like,
Who
comment.
signed us on that?
Tell. I think the ringleader of us did.
Oh, yeah.
Um, so comment for sure.
Yeah.
Let us know how good or bad we were. Like, share. The most important thing is share. Just share. The most important thing. You can support for free. We suck at this, but like we really like talking about wrestling.
I'm having a lot of fun doing it. I think today was great. A lot of bounce back. But I think eventually I want to set up a way where you guys, whoever's listening, can email us so we can do an email segment every week. I really like that. I think that's a cool thing to do. The live comments kind of interrupt a little bit. We'll get into that later. But like, comment, subscribe, share on everything that we got.
The whole damn enchilada pod, no name wrestling pod.
Find us. That's it.